Welcome to My Wife Left Me podcast. On this week's episode, Call Her Daddy is ruined. Probably not anymore.
Yeah.
Don't put your grandma in VR, and everyone knows you're high. I'm joined by Sean, of course.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm gaming.
Just gaming.
Back to gaming. It's been what?
Say that one more time. One of these times you say I'm gaming, and I'm just gonna pull out a gun and just shoot myself in the head. Like honestly.
It's been what? 2 months since we last recorded, I think.
Yeah, last recording was sometime in March.
Yeah, it was like the
end of March.
Yeah.
Nuts. But yeah, so we've got our masks on.
Staying safe.
We're so safe. 6 feet apart. You can tell.
Totally 6 feet.
Yeah. But yes, it's been a very interesting year.
Yeah.
To say the least.
First half of the year, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I graduated college.
Epic.
So that's something.
Epic win.
Epic victory royale. I don't get a commencement ceremony, but you know.
You could just celebrate it in Minecraft.
That's true, yeah. Let's stop this music from
replaying.
It just plays the entire time.
I've been working through all this bullshit.
Just breathing in mask air.
Yeah, just breathing in.
All the carbon monoxide that you breathe out. Yeah. I saw a Facebook post about that.
I wonder who may have posted that.
All right, we can unmask.
We instantly get corona.
Mask off. Fuck it, mask off. So you can probably hear us better now. Yeah. But yeah, it's been very, very wild.
Yeah.
Quite the roller coaster every year.
Can't say anyone could have really predicted.
Oh yeah.
What happened? Except for the almighty Facebook sages.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is like, I guess we can just get into it first. I mean, like, the fact that wearing masks has become like a political thing, like,
yeah,
I feel like we've just already lost if you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's all for like personal safety, and people are like you said,
or like the safety of others around you,
right?
If you have it and you're asymptomatic,
and they're just like, let's turn this into something.
No, like this. No, this is actually the government trying to usher in the new world order. Yeah,
there's all the Democrats and
look into QAnon and Pizzagate while you're at it.
Those 4G towers, man, they're just
5G
or 5G
dumbass.
tower, yeah.
Get hip. Just frying everyone's brain.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, like there's some room for conspiracy in this, like with the whole, like the lab that it supposedly came from,
right?
Like, cause like there was a report, like I think Fox reported that. Like the FBI was like looking into that, like, really? And that they had pretty much determined that it came from a lab instead of a bat. But
that's even weirder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess shit's like opening back up now.
At least where we
seems like
our state. It's just
Maryland.
Like we're on what phase 2 now?
No, so
they're getting ready to roll out.
Still phase 1, but they're like, you can go to outdoor seating at restaurants starting Friday.
Oh, okay.
And like, if it continues, then it'll be phase 2, which is like restaurants can open with restrictions and gyms.
I'm curious, like, what the and restrictions like means.
It's just like less people in the room,
right?
In the dining
like
room, and like
people, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the appeal of going to a restaurant anyways during this, because like you're gonna have to wear a mask.
Yeah, I mean the other thing too is like, like why would you really like, especially
why
like,
risk it?
The place I work where we serve pizza, it's like why? But like if you're at an actual restaurant, that's completely different,
right?
But
just wait until I go full screen.
In slow motion.
Just wait until I have to full screen this video. It's gonna like. The whole laptop is just going to combust.
It's going to explode. Right in front
I mean, there's so many wires in this fucking thing. It's like hooked up like...
It's on life support.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't worry, we're getting there.
But yeah, Corona.
I like Corona. Yeah. But also, you also got to love how somehow Corona has made people do the pack. It's like people trying to like do the most to like get away with not wearing a mask. It's like it's not like the same principle.
I mean, we live in a very like rural thing. It's all like the virus is fake and like.
I mean, like the majority of people do actually wear masks, but it's just like you get like those couple of dumbasses that come in. And they're like either don't have a like they got into like some kind of like altercation.
Damn.
So it's just like people are just so fucking.
Look at this video.
Just defeated.
There was a lot of interest about whether you would end up wearing a mask today. Could you just take us through your thought process of why you decided not to wear a mask?
Well, I did wear. I had one on before. I wore one in this back area, but I didn't want to give the press the pleasure of seeing it. But no, I had it in the.
What does that even mean?
You give them the pleasure.
The pleasure of seeing me with a mask? Like.
That's what they rub off to at night. There's just pictures of Drumpf and a.
I mean, this is what I mean
mask.
with the whole like political thing, because it's like, oh, if you wear a mask, you're a liberal. If you don't, you're a conservative.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
because he like doesn't want people seeing him with a mask on for
God knows why.
Because his supporters don't like wearing masks.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the whole thing is dumb as fuck. The fact that it's a political thing.
Yeah.
Back area, I did put a mask on.
Did you have the goggles on too as well, sir?
I did. I had goggles and a mask right there.
So why would you not be?
And here's another one.
Why would you not be wearing it?
Because in this area,
Why would you not
take
be
it.
wearing it here, sir?
Not necessary here. Well, everybody's been tested, and I've been tested. In fact, I was tested this morning, so it's not necessary.
But the executives are wearing them.
Well, that's their choice. I was given a choice, and I had one on in an area where they prefer.
Literally everyone else has a mask on.
Very nice. It looked very nice, but they said not necessary here.
They're not necessary here, so he's just not wearing it. Yeah. I guess you.
I mean, the whole thing with the mask too is it's like you're protecting the people around you. It's not necessarily about yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
What's also these selfish fuckers that are like, oh well, I don't care about anyone else.
Right. Here's a funny story. This guy he's been on the Joe Rogan podcast.
I definitely recognize him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you would have.
And he's gonna tell this story about how he like ran into some people on a hiking trail, and like it seems pretty fake. So let's see what you.
So upset today.
Why?
Papa's on the trail like he always is.
Yep.
Home turf, right? Back on my home turf. Drove to San Diego yesterday. Back on my home turf, going, and I'm 20 miles out from my house, so it's rattlesnake territory.
Yeah.
And I listen to music while I ride my bike, and I see a couple on horses.
Wow.
Couple on horses, right? Big horses.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that caught my attention. And I can see she's going like this at me, yelling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe they need help, or maybe there's a giant rattlesnake up thing. So I go, excuse me, and this lady goes, where the fuck is your mask?
Where the fuck is your mask?
Is your mask? Probably about my age. I almost said our age. My
Hey, I don't like this.
no, my age.
I don't like
Sorry.
the story.
Sorry, my age. They're both about my age, maybe a little younger. She goes, where the fuck's your
Jameson.
mask?
Where the fuck is your
And
mask?
I go, excuse me? She goes, where the fuck is your mask? You're risking everybody out here. And I go, who's out here? Who's out here? She goes, where's your mask? I go, why in the world, and I'm trying not to cuss, that's the situation. I go, why in the world would I wear a mask out here? Are you out of your goddamn mind yelling at me? She goes, well, where's your fucking mask? I go, who are you talking to?
She keeps saying, where's your fucking
She
mask?
goes, where's your fucking mask? And then I'm like,
You
I love how he's like, I'm trying not to cuss, and he's like, I don't need a goddamn mask. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. He's like, are you out of your goddamn mind?
how would I beat the fuck out of your boyfriend?
hold on. And their boyfriend goes, yeah, dude, it's not cool. And I'm like, what'd you say? He goes, not cool. I go, what's not cool?
It's always like, it's a fake story when they're like, when you say, oh, I was going to fight the boyfriend or like some shit like that.
Of course the boyfriend starts reacting.
Yeah.
Yo, it's not cool, man.
What'd you say? The fuck you say to me?
I'll fuck you up, dude.
And now they don't have masks on. They have bandanas on. And I go, oh, you dum-dums think the bandanas help you. You think the bandanas help you. And as I say this, the Lord upstairs goes, let's do a breeze so we can see how stupid they are. Breeze comes. The things blow up. I go, oh, wow, I can see your entire face. I can see your entire face. You think that's helping? I said, you know what you guys should do? You should wait because I passed a few bikelists on the way. None of them are wearing masks because we're not morons. So when they come, you guys should ruin your whole day and wait here like it's your job because nobody's paying you. The taxpayers aren't paying to do this. You guys should wait here and then yell at the other guys coming. And as they're telling me something, the two guys who I was passing, I was talking to them when we got to the top. They come by and she goes, "And where's your mask?" And they just start laughing and keep riding by. And I said, "I should have done that. But I thought you were warned me about a snake, and I stopped and spent a complete waste of my time." And then the boyfriend says something, goes, "Yeah, well, we're on here tomorrow. You better wear a mask." And I was like, "Holy fuck!" I went, "You're serious, dude?" He goes, "Yeah, you better wear a mask." I go, "Dude, I'm on this trail every day. I'll be back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. I might ride fucking naked just to prove a point." And I go, "And how about where's the mask for your horses? You don't? You don't care about animals." "Oh my God, you know your horse can get it." She goes, "No, you fucking can't. That's the stupidest thing." I go, "Oh, you didn't know horses can get it?" And they can. Have you looked it up? Horses can get it. Bring that up, Jane. I go, "Oh, you don't know horses can get it?" I go, oh. And I go, "Bubba, you guys watch CNN.
Bubba.
You've been watching CNN, you're scared straight. This is the first time leaving the house? This is the first time leaving the house. You guys have no idea. Nobody wear masks except for you fucking morons." Then I got my bike and rode off.
That's great.
How about the guy goes, "You better have a mask on tomorrow."
You better have a mask on tomorrow. Wow.
I love how he's
That's
like,
bad
I rode
because
off, and then
problem.
now apparently
And
the
you're
guy said
outside.
you better have a mask on
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Dude, I'm on Topanga Mountains. I'm over the hill where it's like there's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna wear a mask in here.
This whole thing has divided people. It really has.
What, you know what's crazy to me? I could tell the boyfriend, if he wasn't such a pussy, was down to fight over it.
He was down to fight.
Over a
I could
mask.
tell it would have escalated there. When he went, "You better have a mask on." I went, "Oh." Decent sized guy just went, "Oh, you're serious?" Well, dude, I'm here every day. I'll be here tomorrow at 9. I went, "I'll be in this
Can you
exact."
please?
I know my time. I go,
Can you please choke him unconscious and spank him for me?
I know.
If he comes at you, please double leg him and then just tie him up. Just put your legs and then
They're just Palisade rich kids, first time by the house. Oh, dude, you.
Such a tool.
Nah.
That definitely seems like a fake fucking story.
Definitely no
No
holes in that
lies.
story. Definitely not.
It's just such a braggy, like, "Oh, I was gonna fuck this guy up," like
yeah. I mean, it's
that guy is also like pretty fucking dumb because I don't know if you saw Joe Rogan signed a deal with Spotify.
yeah.
And like when that was announced, Spotify stock went up 10%. And that
Yeah.
same dude said, he was like, yeah, Rogan told us, a little birdie told us that this was happening before.
Mm.
And like that's like if he bought stock in Spotify off of like insider knowledge, and that's like insider trading, and that's very illegal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
So he said that like on air, but I don't know.
Genius.
That guy's
Very
something
smart.
else. Also, Chrome should be like charged for rape, honestly. It's like Jesus. At
Yeah.
least like we can pull up shit on Firefox.
Yeah, I don't know why it was being like so awful.
Chrome, the CPU
Yeah, I was
hog,
gonna say just using up all of your CPU.
such a hog. This is a guy that's trolling the anti-protesters.
Shaming the anti-protesters. No mask, no fear. Masks are for pussies. Yeah, masks are for pussies. Pussies, pussy, pussy, pussy. Wear masks are pussy. Proud to be what? Proud to be what?
Imagine like being this guy. Like this guy's such a fucking tool.
Nah.
He's an 8-year-old in like a 35-year-old man's body.
You're like, man,
Proud
children.
to be coronavirus free, so you can be within 6 feet of me. Yes, I'm proud to be coronavirus free.
Like
Got a
birds.
box and a check mark. Can't you see? Yes, I'm proud to be coronavirus free.
This is
I'm
definitely
proud
Texas, I feel like.
to be coronavirus free. Box and a check mark, bitch. Yeah. All right. So,
I love the idea of like you getting a shirt at a certain time when you don't have coronavirus and acting like you can't get it.
Yeah, it's physically impossible. Listen, he's got
a shirt. Yeah,
it's got the box.
Right,
got
so
the check mark in it.
He's good.
He's not getting it.
We should just ship out those shirts to everybody, and maybe it'll just go
the
away.
Anti-vax. Just fucking be like, oh yeah, just wear this shirt, you'll be fine.
Like this dude is like honestly the most punchable face like I've seen in a while.
Especially the singing too. It's like just
Troll the fuck out of these guys for now.
Yeah, I'm trolling the fuck
famous. Almost as much as me. All right. What's the YouTube channel? It's called Jake the Asshole.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Okay.
If you can remember that. The only problem is YouTube shadow bans me because I'm so fucking good at telling the truth. They don't like it. So they don't like it. So the chances are this video will only be up for like a day, and then YouTube's gonna rip it down. Jake the Asshole. Jake the Asshole. Subscribe right now. This video I'm gonna put up making fun
I love how he thinks like that name is like so cool.
Guys, I'm Jake.
Can you believe
the
it?
Asshole.
I said the word asshole in my channel title on YouTube. Can you believe it?
I'm so edgy.
Guys, it'll only last like 2 days, and then YouTube will rip it down.
Rip it down. I love how
guidelines. Because I make fun of the people wearing your mask. They're so scared. So scared to leave the house except to protest the protest. All right. I think I killed this video. No mask.
Yeah, I think I killed this one.
Guy. Yeah, I killed that shit.
Yeah, bro, I fucking owned those guys.
Top 10 moments walking away from an explosion.
Everyone knows cool guys just don't even look at them.
Yeah, I fucked those guys.
Yeah, I fucked them up. Fucked them up with my words.
Like, imagine being a child in a man's body.
Yeah, having no education whatsoever. Oh no.
Not the advertisement. Nobody look. Nobody look.
Close your eyes.
Hi.
Don't pay attention to Samsung.
I mean, if he's not wearing a mask, I'm not going to wear a mask.
This is Alabama beachgoers.
Not worried. I'm not worried.
The president.
Yes, sir.
Those crowds are fucking insane.
I mean, everybody's
That's
gotta
everywhere.
go somehow. You know what I mean?
Team die?
Yeah, but in a way, like, I mean, I don't want to die, but I mean, if that's what God has in store for my life, then that's okay.
Do you have any concerns about...
Like, what?
Deep South, it's like, yeah, well, if God intended so, then I guess I gotta go. It's like, that's not the point.
Yeah.
It's literally a fucking pandemic. Like,
what about the people that God or that don't want to die from it, and you can potentially spread it to them?
Yeah, exactly. Again, people are just being selfish and not thinking about the consequences for other people.
Right.
Being at the beach with so many people with your children.
Not at all.
How come you're not worried at all that someone could be sick and walk by you and get you sick?
Because there's enough wind and air that it's going to clear it all out of here.
Clear it all out.
Air don't clear it away. There's no
Yeah, I was
proof
about
of
to
anything
say.
like that. There's wind and air everywhere in this world.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not worried about it at all.
My family has the same mindset as me, and
How many of these people you think are inbred?
I was gonna say, you gotta love how he's how young, and his whole family has the same mindset as him. Are they all fucking dumb?
They all fuck each other.
Yeah, I was about to say, it all runs in the family, I guess. I don't know.
we kind of just agreed that if we get it, we get it. We're going to handle it as a family and just get over it, because that's what family does.
When it's my time to go, it's just my time to go.
These fucking geniuses. I wonder why.
When it
That's
comes
crazy.
to coronavirus, medical experts will tell you they're very concerned about the
I mean,
man, just at the beach with the mask.
Yeah, like that's...
Your eyes and ears will tell you something much different.
That would be hell.
Well, it's not just like the flu.
Her tits are literally hanging out of her fucking...
Far more deadly.
You gonna fuck her?
No, not at all. Holy shit, she looks like a man.
She said people
Groups are
die from the
supposed to be
flu
6
too,
feet
so
away
it's
from each
fine.
other. Police work to enforce that. The groups are also ordered to only consist of people who live in the same household. There is no active effort to enforce that.
I'm just here just to have fun and meet everybody and just be cool, you know.
The shark
And
tooth
then there is
puka
the issue
necklace.
of masks. We saw
Classic.
a grand total of 0 being worn on the beach.
Do you ever wear a mask?
No, my wife and kids do. I don't.
How come you don't? I just feel comfortable that I'm going to be okay.
But the mask isn't to keep you okay,
Holy
it's to keep
shit.
your wife and kids okay. To protect them.
I get it.
He just absolutely shit in his mouth.
I know, yeah. He's
How
like,
come you don't?
I just feel comfortable that I'm going to be okay.
But the mask isn't to keep you okay, it's to keep your wife and kids okay. To protect them.
I get it.
he's like, you just brought up a good point. I don't know how to refute that.
The survival rate is so high. I think
You're not worried about them getting sick because
I
they're
am.
going to live.
we're all going to get sick for something eventually.
I mean, if he's not wearing a mask, I'm not going to wear a mask. If he's not worried, I'm not worried.
The president.
Yes, sir.
Workers in Alabama bars have to wear masks,
Some
but they
restaurants
don't.
have them. But at others, where we arrived unannounced and shot cell phone video, employees were not wearing masks. The manager here telling us after our visit, he has now given masks to his employees with instructions to wear them. At this other restaurant bar, where we also saw no employees wearing masks, the manager told us they will continue not wearing them because she wants it that way, despite it violating the state order.
Fucking
Traffic
dumbass.
very heavy in Alabama's beach towns.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like
So worth.
even at Mod, like they basically said like there's gonna be people coming around checking to see if like you're abiding by all the like guidelines.
Oh, really?
And if you don't, like they'll just shut your ass down, like plain and simple.
Like people from Maryland, like the Maryland government.
I think so.
Shit.
Like I guess it's probably something where they kind of come unannounced.
Yeah.
But it's like those fucking dumbasses, like that restaurant owner. It's like you're literally gonna get shut down by the state. You
Right.
fucking dumb bitch. Like,
Nah,
you're,
it's
you're not
worth it.
abiding by.
Making a couple extra bucks.
It's so dumb to me.
God, Twitter and not dark mode is terrifying.
Yeah, holy shit.
Let me see if this is still recording.
Okay. How's everyone surviving late epic corona?
Why does it stop when somebody calls you? You go shalom.
Bro, I want to know who called you.
Probably some
Fucking kill them.
bullshit. Yeah. I thought I heard it ringing. All right.
Oh, they're not
200p.
worried about their own personal safety?
I haven't met anybody who is. I met
This
some
guy's-
folks actually from Lake Geneva who lived in the
This guy's in Michigan, going around seeing nobody wearing a mask.
area. They were staying a few miles outside of town where I were, and they said they're worried about it. They're worried about that second spike. They're worried about folks coming in from Chicago, but they'll quickly add at the same time, this is a place that relies on that business. I think people here want a little bit more funding when it comes to these programs so that they could stay closed. But again, I think people felt like the Supreme Court made the decision here in Wisconsin that it was time to open up. But you can see here, just around. Nobody's wearing them. Nobody's, there you go, including the cameraman. Yeah. Katie.
Striking images. Cal Perry, thank
Striking images. I don't know if you heard that. So the guy, he tried to call out that guy for not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, including your cameraman, isn't wearing a mask.
Right. I was gonna say.
So there's
Did you see,
another
half his crew too.
Yeah. There's another this guy's footage of it.
And they said they're worried about it. They're worried about this.
So you can see the cameraman doesn't have one on.
They could stay closed, but again, I think people felt like the Supreme Court made the decision here in Wisconsin that it was time to open up. You can see, it's red. Nobody's wearing them. Nobody's,
including the cameraman.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Half your crew's not wearing them. Good. So thank you.
There's one more guy here that he shows.
Yeah, this guy.
This guy. He doesn't have one
How you doing?
on. It's just so funny how the media is chastising these people for not wearing a mask
Meanwhile,
when
the
half
people
their
that are-
crew.
yeah, aren't even
And
wearing
the other
them.
thing too is if you're outside, it's not as big of a deal because
Yeah, it's more if you're indoors.
Yeah, because if you're outside, you have to be a foot away from a person to catch it.
Right.
So as long as you stay away from people, which I mean, it didn't look like people were, but
Well, yeah.
still.
No, I mean it definitely gets more complicated when you add the outside element into it.
Right. So here's what Maryland is doing in Ocean City. We'll be there soon. They've got these little bubbles. It looks like they're like inner tubes.
Basically.
They're just inner tubes that you can walk around. I mean, I guess it's not that bad for outside because that will keep you about a foot away from people. So in
but you
theory,
can fit about like 10 people.
Yeah, and how are you going to like?
So fucking huge.
That could actually be kind of lit though, because you could put your drinks on there. Like you could have your food. You could just be walking around with your food.
That's true.
See?
I know that. Trust me. I definitely get like.
Oh, it is fishtails. I saw. Look, they've got fishtails on the inner tube.
No, it's definitely. I mean, you can tell just by like the building and shit.
Yeah.
But like obviously, I can see that for like
How many of these do they have, and why do they just have?
That's what
them?
I'm saying. Also, it's like how many people can you fucking fit in an area?
Yeah.
Because they're so goddamn huge, you can barely make it down the pier itself.
You imagine we just go down, we just start doing bumper cars with those fucking things, just ramming into people.
That's the other thing too. Is like if people start getting like
drunk,
violent and drunk, bro.
Yeah,
those things are gonna become a fucking weapon.
Right. So I guess we can move on topics from Corona. I mean, not to dwell on it, I guess, too much. I mean, I'm definitely a bit concerned that there's going to be a second spike.
Yeah. No, I could. I mean, especially with the pattern that's happening.
And how everybody is just kind of like...
nonchalant about it. Yeah.
And I mean, but the genie's out of the bottle now. But people aren't going back into quarantine. So...
it's going to be impossible to get people.
Unfortunately, I feel like whatever happens just happens. So
it's kind of just a waiting game at this point with it.
Yeah. So call her daddy. We can get into this.
You like calling her daddy?
I like. I listen to the show. You don't.
No, I've heard it like here and there, like just kind of out of the blue.
So I think everybody pretty much knows like the girls, who they are, Alex and Sophia.
Yeah.
So pretty much what it seemed to me was when they first signed their contract with Barstool, they were like nobodies, pretty much, like a podcast network. So, or their podcast. So they signed for like $75K in the first year, and they could renegotiate after each year.
Right.
And for a podcast that's like hasn't blown up yet, $75K isn't bad.
No,
obviously.
Not by any means.
And so in the first year, it blew up, and they went to renegotiate with Dave from Barstool, Portnoy.
Right. Yeah.
And he gave them more money for the second year. But, like, I guess they were... Well, the one, Sophia, like, started dating this dude, Peter Nelson, who's, like, an HBO exec.
Mm.
And, like, he pretty much started shopping the show around, being like, oh, you guys are getting way underpaid. Like, you guys should be getting paid all this much. Like, here's what the industry standard is, and, like, all this shit.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And so they pretty much were like shopping the show around, even though they're on a contract, 3-year contract.
Right. So
like both of them pretty much were in on this, where they were just going to find a way to get out and backstab Barstool. And then, so like, there comes a time where eventually they just stopped talking to Barstool because they like sent these points to them, and like, they wanted all this shit, and Barstool was just like, fuck you.
Just like a list of demands and stuff like that.
And when they signed the contract, the Call Her Daddy IP goes to Barstool. Because like Dave said, like, what's the point of them even signing him if they don't get the IP?
Right.
And so that's what they wanted back. But why would he give it to them if they're just going to fucking leave with the IP, you know?
They're still under contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so eventually Dave, like, I guess it was like around a month ago or so, he invites them both up to his rooftop. And I was going to say fucks them. But no.
Claps their cheeks.
Yeah. No, he didn't do that. As far as we know.
Yeah. Could have happened.
But, and he offers them like $500K each, like a 50-50 deal. They get like more of the merch, they get more of the alcohol, they get their IP back in a year.
Oh, damn.
So like the deal of the lifetime.
Yeah. And
Alex like wanted to take it, and Sophia like didn't want to. Still wanted more. Kept wanting more money, more this, because allegedly because this guy, you know,
was basically
it's like in her ear.
Yeah, hyping her up.
And like the whole relationship there is like Alex did all the editing, did pretty much like all the brand building on social media, and like Sophia really just kind of showed up.
Right.
So like Alex was kind of like irked about that, but she was still willing to do like 50-50 with Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the whole situation, eventually like Sophia just said like it pretty much seemed like she wasn't going to sign. So Alex just went to Dave and said, I just want to do the deal.
Right.
Like without Sophia. So that's pretty much where it is now. Like now they've split off. She's doing the show on her own now.
That's crazy.
And like, I don't know. She definitely made out fucking nice in it though, because she got like a ton of fucking followers and like.
Oh, I bet. I mean, the other thing too is like it's dumb on the other chick, because like if she was just doing that, like, and she was gonna get paid that fucking much.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
to essentially show up. It's like, why the fuck would you not take that?
Well, apparently because like that Peter Nelson guy stuck his head out for them. Like, imagine letting like a guy, you know, control your business deals when you've built this huge brand.
On something like that.
I mean, in ways, it is kind of sad because like, here's what I think is gonna happen. Now that Sophia has nothing in Call Her Daddy, that dude's gonna fucking break up with her.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it seems to me, I mean, obviously I don't know the relationship, but it seems to me he was using her to get his dick into Call Her Daddy.
Right, and try to get like the best deal
Yeah.
they can possibly get.
And obviously he's going to have a cut of it, so...
Right.
You know.
That's true. I mean, I could definitely see that being a potential. I mean, it's definitely going to be weird to see what happens from here.
So when because Dave released a podcast where it was just him on Call Her Daddy. Like, he's just been, like, flexing the fact that he, like, owns the IP. So, like...
Dave's kind of a piece of shit, isn't he? I mean, I haven't really, like...
I mean,
too much
he's funny.
There's been a lot of
So this was Sophia's response.
Oh, okay.
shit being thrown around, and some of it is true, some of it is
On
false.
her Insta story.
I'm going to be 100% open and honest with you guys.
This is damage control.
Alex and I created Call Her Daddy together. March of 2018, we created it. And at that time, we were best friends, roommates, arguably like sisters. Daddy Gang, you know you've been there from the beginning. Then we took the show to Barstool Sports. Did
Love the
Barstool
cuts
Sports
in it.
help blow up Call Her Daddy? 100%. After some time had passed, Alex and I then both decided we wanted to consider some other options for multiple reasons. One of
But
them
you're on
being
contract,
for
so-
the
Yeah,
benefit
exactly.
of the Daddy Gang, believe it or not. But we did. And do we regret the way we went about it? Absolutely. We could have handled it
scummy
differently.
as fuck.
Yeah.
But we still wanted to work something out with Barstool, hence the meeting with Dave. And after the meeting
Like, if
with
she's going to do
Dave,
cuts in this video,
that's
she
when
should stop moving the
negotiations
phone,
started
like,
with
so it
both
changes every
Alex
single
and I
time.
to get a deal done. This is where the story gets extremely fucked up. I found out that Alex had gone behind my back and done something. And I found out it wasn't the first time. And that's why we're here. I trusted Alex. I feel
So
betrayed.
what she's saying is like, because Sophia didn't want to take that deal, eventually Alex made a decision on her own
Yeah, to
for her
take the
best
deal.
interest and
Right.
took the deal. And there's another thing too where like Alex got a raise for like editing and like doing more, and she didn't tell Sophia about it because she didn't want Sophia to like feel bad, I guess.
I mean, but if she's doing all the shit for it,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't
And-
see why it would.
yeah.
That makes the most sense to me. I mean,
Yeah.
But ultimately, she was my best friend, and that doesn't change overnight. And I'm willing to do Call Her Daddy. I really am. I just can't do it under the circumstances that she wants. I can't do it while she's demanding that she controls the show. I don't want to be like her employee. We are partners. We've always been that way. We've always been 50-50. And so it's putting me in like an extremely tough position.
He's like,
So
I'm the
here we
victim.
are. I do want to tell the Daddy Gang how much
This is
I
such a
love
weird,
them,
like, the whole Insta
especially
stories
the
and,
ones
like,
that have
cuts.
stuck by me during
Like, I can just see
all of
Peter
this
Nelson, like,
shit.
behind the camera, just, like, holding up the
I
cue
can't
cards.
even put into words how much it has meant to me. Thank you. And I just remember when I quit my job for all of us to become a family or a gang or whatever, and I will be eternally grateful. You guys are the reason I'm here.
I mean, I feel bad for her in a sense but she's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. Like she definitely did it to herself.
And she was the one who kept wanting more and more demands after Dave like handed them that great deal.
Right. And again, if you're not putting in as much of a effort,
right, you should be
you should be more than excited,
happy to get a 50-50
exactly.
deal.
Like Jesus. We're just ungrateful people.
Greedy.
Mr. Dave.
Yeah, so this was a clip from the show where this Peter Nelson guy like texts her during the show.
Oh.
So it's kind of weird.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What?
We can like cut this out.
They call him
I
Suit
just
Man.
got a message from him. I just got a message from Suit Man. I have not heard from him since yesterday.
Do you want to read it? Well,
God,
mean,
one
we don't have to
day.
read it. We can pause.
Too much time.
I'm just gonna say this. Suit Man and I's relationship is in a very different place than it was. I would love to give you guys the full story and all of the details, but I can't.
This has been an issue that we have been dealing with a lot of things, actually, and I know that sounds really fucking confusing, but Daddy Gang, there is a lot going on behind the scenes that we have not been able to talk about because we are not allowed to divulge certain things right now on this show, and that's not how we have ever done things. You guys know that, and we hate that we can't.
It looks so different in that.
It's really frustrating
image.
for us right
Yeah, I
now.
know. Was that like when they first
It's
like?
really
I guess.
frustrating, but with all sincerity, all we can say is things are about to change.
And when we say
Yeah,
about
no
to
shit.
change, we believe this could be coming to a head as soon as next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was them talking about the fact that they were gonna like change, because like it was said that they were gonna leave the.
Oh my.
It said that they were gonna leave the platform and go, just like since they couldn't get the IP back, they were gonna leave and call the show The Fathers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't mind me.
I also love. Yeah, I also love the the episode title.
OnlyFans equals whores.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
like
great.
I'd point that out.
So since we'll keep up with the news, I guess, still on a more somber topic, I can't log in my fucking. I forget my password.
F in the chat.
George Floyd. Did you hear about that?
No.
You haven't heard about that?
No, I don't think so.
The guy that the cop killed.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw it. I remember you guys talking about it this morning.
Did you see the video?
No, I haven't seen the video.
Well, we're not going to watch the video on here. The video is super fucked up.
Right.
I mean, the cop just like has his knee on this guy's throat, and he's like, "Please, like, stop! I can't breathe," and then just kills him.
Jesus Christ!
Like all on video.
Is there no like context as to like what the situation was, or?
I mean, I've seen he was detained for forgery, but that doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. You don't. Cop can't just like kill you.
Well, yeah, no, definitely. I just was curious.
Yeah.
About, like, what happened before.
So like this whole situation has gone like absolutely mental, which I mean, I think there's definitely a right for it to go. Like for people to be this like outraged, like the whole thing is fucked up.
Right.
So like last night, they just started like destroying like targets and shit.
This was in what state?
Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit, Twitter, I'm gonna kill you. So this was like the aftermath, because they just started like destroying like looting targets. Like, look at this. This is crazy.
Looks like a fucking apocalypse.
I know. Just burning down buildings and like crazy.
Fucking pig.
I mean, the sad part to me is like, even during a pandemic,
Yeah.
like none of us can come together, and like,
Well,
you know.
The other thing too that I've never understood, and I know it was kind of talked about like in the group chat we have earlier, but it's like,
Oh shit.
I don't get why people, whenever something happens with cop incidents, they're like, the first gut reaction is, oh, let's go burn a bunch of shit down and let's go fucking steal everything.
Right. I think, but to a degree, I feel like they have peacefully protested and nothing's happened as a result.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously that doesn't give you the right to do this. And I'm sure a bunch of these people that are looting this are just looting
Taking
to loot.
advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I get what you're saying.
There's a breaking point.
Yeah.
And this is definitely that.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't think burning down a fucking, like...
Yeah, I mean, it's your own
what looks like
community.
a whole, like, neighborhood.
Yeah,
is, like,
right.
beneficial for anyone.
And the whole
'Cause even
thing,
the
too...
even the people protesting, what the fuck good is that going to do them?
Well, yeah, it does them no good, especially during a pandemic if people can't get groceries.
Yeah, or if people can't fucking live in their, like, own goddamn homes. It's like...
But, like, this will obviously be used to demonize, like, the whole... They always find something to, like, to brush off the situation.
Yeah.
And they'll use this. They'll say, oh, you know, forget the fact that cop just murdered a guy.
Yeah.
Like, see, they're burning down the community.
I mean, that was, like, that thing that happened... I forget when it was, but it happened in Maryland, where it was, like...
Yeah, the Freddie Gray stuff.
Yeah, where, what was it, like a CVS or something?
Mm-hmm.
Got burned down?
They burned down
Yeah.
CVS.
It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, the whole thing can be boiled down to the fact that cops think they're above the law.
Untouchable, yeah.
It's a country club
Mhm.
and with cops. Because notice how when shit like this happens, you don't hear a peep from other cops saying, yo, that was fucked up.
Right,
Like,
right.
I don't support that. You notice how you don't hear a peep. Because it's a country club attitude.
Yeah.
They all stick up for each other.
Mob mentality.
Even if one of them just kills a guy, like they won't say
it's, like,
shit.
justified to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could, yeah.
Put the guy murdered someone, put
Right.
him in jail.
In cold blood.
If one of us went outside and murdered someone, we'd be in jail.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah, they're not
it's
held to the
ridiculous.
same standards.
Right. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I
And
totally agree.
I mean, they had like literally the whole police force was out in front of this guy's house, like protecting him last night. It's like, put him in jail.
Yeah, I was
he'll
gonna
be
say.
safe in there.
Yeah,
they'll do anything, but they'll have everybody working overtime before putting that guy in jail for killing someone.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
It's just double standards.
Here's
Looting.
Yeah.
footage. Holy shit.
This is inside the Target. Look at this woman with the lamps. She's like, I need these lamps.
Imagine, bro. I can't even fucking imagine. You're just in a Target shopping, minding your own fucking business.
Just World War III breaks
yeah,
out.
all of a sudden, everyone just starts fucking.
If I was an
looting.
employee, like, I'm out.
Oh, bro, I'm fucking.
I'm out.
I'm not trying to die today.
I just love this woman.
Yeah.
She's like, those lamps,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
like,
to need
oh,
those.
people are looting because of this fucking horrible thing that happened. Oh yeah, let me take lamps. Get your fat white ass.
Look at
out
this
of
guy
there.
bringing his kid in. This other guy brought his
You
kid
bring
in.
your kid in, you're like, take whatever you want, just grab it all.
Imagine, like, being a parent being like, oh, let me bring my kid to a looting spree.
My Somalian brothers.
Is that what she said?
What it sounded like.
I mean, what would you even
That
steal from a
sounds
Target?
low.
Like, what would you even steal?
I mean, the only thing I could potentially think.
I mean, besides the electronics.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be going ham on the 4K movies. I'd be fucking
taking it all.
Yeah. Dude's got a vacuum cleaner.
I wonder how much, like, in terms of amount of money they lost.
There's
just
just,
from that.
oh, tons. Well, think they're gonna have to do like inventory and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at this guy right here. He's got a Nerf gun. Look at this. He's got a crock pot. Look at that. It's a Nerf gun.
He's like, this is what
I need the
during
Nerf
quarantine.
gun.
Also wearing a mask too. Like,
yeah, you gotta stay safe, man.
Yeah, you got to stay safe while you're out looting. Getting all the essentials, you know. Nerf
So
gun.
that doesn't stop there. This old woman is supposedly standing outside the Target stabbing people.
What?
For stealing the Target. Like, she's in a wheelchair.
What the fuck?
Move, bitch! Hey, hey, hey! She got a knife! She got a knife! Get out of here!
Jesus Christ. She just got fire extinguisher to the face. Oh. Yeah, like, all right, for one thing, she's dumb as fuck for even involving herself.
Yeah.
And she's probably a racist.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why else would she be doing this?
Why else would she be parked outside of the door?
Yeah.
Just fucking.
I mean, I didn't see her with a knife, but
I mean, you could see her hand in the
yeah,
video.
she was definitely doing
Yeah.
something. She was up to something.
Why did they have the fire extinguisher? Though? That's the other
She
thing
just
I'm
get
confused
hosed
about.
down. Here's some guys cracking into the safes in Target.
This is Target right now.
Look at this.
Bro, what?
Look at this.
Holy fucking shit.
This is literally the craziest stuff I've ever seen right now. This is Target right now.
That is insane. It's like smoke.
Bro, imagine being that man.
Yeah, you got some
Holy
balls to be in
shit,
there, bro.
This is Target right
That's
now.
terrifying.
Oops. I like. Here's another video. This angle of the same woman.
The woman, yeah.
Hold up. Just getting hosed down.
Jennifer! 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 Jennifer, is that enough?
Jennifer, get the fuck out of here.
She's out of
Jennifer, is there anything I can do for you? Please, Jennifer. Please.
Bro, I love that. What is it about white people when for one thing they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And then it's like they get the shit beat out of them for like involving themselves where they shouldn't be involved. And then afterwards they're always like, you know, it's like, oh my God, I'm in, you know, they act like they're in such like pain and disoriented.
To be fair, she's probably in a pretty big fucking daze after getting fire extinguished in the fucking face.
Okay, fair enough.
I will give a little bit of leeway.
Give her
I
a
get
little
what you're
bit.
saying.
But she's like acting like, oh my
just
God.
fucking out, bro.
I love how she looks at the camera right here.
Looks like he's got a baby face, bro.
She's got powder on
Yeah,
her
it's like all the
face.
fucking.
Bro, they were pelting her with shit. I mean, if you
you're
if you have a fucking knife on you and
Yeah,
you're trying to
I was
stab
gonna
people,
say, if
like
you're
get the
stabbing
fuck
people,
out of
yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's like,
Like,
why
what is
involve
wrong?
yourself in that
Yeah.
situation? Like you said.
She's like, "Oh, these black people are stealing from a Target. Let me go."
Let me get my motorized wheelchair and my fucking knife and just go to town.
Look at this manager at the Minneapolis Target getting ready to clock out for the night. Look.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us. Lead us
Oh
not
my
into
God.
temptation, but
Here's her, this same woman. This is what she said after all the. Again, she's gonna act like she was protesting.
I was peacefully protesting.
She was peacefully
Actually
stabbing people.
Who were looting Target. The looters who looted Target did this to you? You were peacefully protesting? I was peacefully protesting and trying to block the way so they couldn't leave when Target told me.
He's like,
Yeah, he's
nah.
like, yeah.
Are you okay? They attacked me from back and from front.
It's always, I'm the victim. I'm the victim.
Punched me in my mouth, my head. I got punched in the head several times. I got grabbed from behind. People grabbed my wheelchair. They stole my keys. They stole everything they could off of me.
Maybe don't go. Maybe stay in your fucking house, you absolute idiot.
The EMTs and they told me to go home, but somebody just had milk and that's supposed to help with mace and it's just making my eyes.
She got maced in the fucking eyes too.
A lot of people got made. That was apparently the reason why they blew into the Target, because Target was not going to sell the milk for the mace.
Oh, really?
Supposedly that Target was like not selling the milk, so they were like, "Fuck you."
I mean, again, like.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, again, if you're in that fucking condition, why the fuck
You're in a wheelchair.
would you be like, yo, let me go out and get my hottest knife and just start stabbing people? Like, you're literally asking.
She's got to
to
be
get fucked
racist
up.
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's the only.
You have to have some kind of motive.
Unless she's the manager of Target and she's like, "Fuck these people."
She's like, I'm
going
fucking,
out.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta protect my store. Like,
Protect and serve the Target. This is they took down like a police camera, like the lights or whatever. Dude's chainsawing it off.
that's like some perch.
Yeah.
This whole thing is like.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrifying. Like,
That's what I'm saying, like a
Jesus
man out in the
Christ.
street.
With a chainsaw. I mean, there's videos in LA as well, like people breaking the back windshields on cop cars and shit. Like,
I mean, the other thing too that I was just thinking about, like, I know we were saying earlier, like the thing about like, oh, we've tried peaceful protesting, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like that. But also think about like Malcolm X, like that was not peaceful protesting. Like that man was just like, yeah, go and like fuck up as
Right.
many white people like as humanly possible.
well, that's like, yeah, and that's kind of where people are at now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but we've seen that in the past. That doesn't fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that thought just kind of came to my.
I mean,
mind.
MLK, that worked. Like that
was
way
like,
of
yeah,
doing it worked.
right?
But like, see, but the problem is like the whole this goes back to the whole kneeling thing with the NFL.
Yeah.
Like the whole reason Kaepernick kneeled was for police brutality,
Right.
Showing like not everything's fucking great
Yeah.
in America,
Right.
And everybody lost their fucking
Yeah, I mean
minds.
that was blown out to like the
Everybody's like,
highest
"Oh
degree.
my god, I can't believe it!"
Oh my god, he kneeled.
Like that's peacefully protesting.
No,
and
yeah.
everybody lost their minds,
Right.
So it's like, what is the course of action?
I mean, nothing's really efficient at this point. I mean,
Here's what John Boyega said, which I think is
Star Wars man.
pretty funny. I mean, he's right on.
So I'll say it again. Fuck you racist white people. I said what I said. And if you don't fucking like it, go suck a dick. Seriously. So I'll say it again.
Put very
Fuck
eloquently.
You racist
Yeah, I mean, as
white
long as
people.
Again, as long as people realize not every white person is racist like that,
right.
and you know.
Well, again, it goes with the assumptions of, every white male is a fucking piece of shit, like, racist, like, homophobic, anything you could possibly think of,
Right.
Transphobic, anything under the sun.
I'm gonna try to find the video of the cops protecting that guy's house. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
First thing. Yeah, apparently, like, Facebook live streams were going absolutely mental last night with this shit.
Really?
And, like, Facebook eventually, like, cut off all live streams in that area.
Oh,
because they were like, we're not going to be the ones to, like, usher this shit in.
Right,
you know?
right. I mean, it makes sense.
Look at all these cops protecting this guy's house, this murderer's house.
Look how fucking many are defending this killer's house. Look how fucking many are defending this killer's house.
Holy
Jesus.
Look how fucking many are defending this killer's house. Look how fucking many. Look how fucking many.
That's the whole
Look how
fucking
many.
squad.
Look
That's,
how
I
many
would say that's like
fucking-
an entire
Again,
fucking police
country club.
Right.
You know,
Right, yeah.
It doesn't matter what a police officer did. They could have shot a whole church up.
Yeah.
But
gotta protect them,
they, God forbid you talk out against them.
Yeah, that's unreal.
All right, so let's get on to some more goofier topics, I suppose. This is, I found this Reddit sub. It's called VR to ER. It's like the funniest shit I've seen in a while. It's just like people in VR, like just getting hurt.
Yeah, I would say hurting the shit out of themselves. Oh no. Is this the granny?
No.
Oh, okay.
The granny one's kind of fucked up because the granny could like legit die. This is good. No. Where's sound? Oh my God, what's happening? Hold on. What the fuck is going on?
The pop-ups are just relentless.
It's like this plank game. Bro, he was ready to fucking die. He was ready to die.
Ready to just end it all.
This is my last brain cell. Holding on for dear life.
Just letting go.
What about nobody catches him?
Yeah, I also love how it's like, how expensive, like VR things are like,
I know.
they're like $500. They're like, let's just.
You also got to be like dumb as fuck to like, you're that immersed where like, you feel like you're actually going to fall and you don't even try to break your fall.
Literally just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Fucking.
This is Jesus on the cross. Oh my God.
Oh my God. He really was committed. I will give it to him.
Fucking Christ. All right, look at some more of these. Good top of all time.
Oh no.
Spent a good like morning just browsing through this sub because it was so great. If it loads, dead air, dead air.
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
I think your voice cracking.
Yeah.
You scared?
I'm scared.
Again, the same plank
Yeah, I say
game.
this game just seems like
yeah.
it's... Oh my God, be careful!
Are you okay?
Oh my God.
That's a perfect title too. That really was a fucking leap of faith.
Ist någon.
He tried to jump over a fence. people are out of their minds. Like
they're way too immersed.
Ist
Bro.
någon.
you can't be that immersed because you're still hearing the outside world, you know? It's not like you got headphones
Well,
on.
yeah.
Like they don't. No. I was trying to stop. You like the image? The perfect stop image. What could go wrong?
I also love the caption of it. Aim for the bushes. That's fucking great.
Maybe don't do it towards your TV.
Yeah,
I don't know.
crazy fucking idea.
Look at the TV.
That TV's fucking huge too.
Oh, he did?
Look.
I mean, no fucking shit. I mean, the man's Superman toad.
Oh, he did?
Like, do you just lose all sense of reality? Like, you just completely
I need
forget.
to make this jump.
Oh, this one's good. Hold up.
Is that a store?
Yeah, it looks like a testing VR place. Alright, that guy's dumb as fuck. He walked by him twice.
Yeah.
You should know to, like, stay out of it.
That was definitely somewhat warranted.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find one more. I don't know. I don't remember this one.
Oh, no.
It looks like that one he just got punched. This is good.
Not the TikTok.
Epic TikToks. He's playing super hot. Oh my god.
I mean, again, kind of like what you said in that other video.
Yeah, like
Why would
give
you be
people
that
space.
close?
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. We're just gonna power through these comedic videos.
Power.
I like powering.
No one, man.
We just look at the end and like none of this was recorded. We just kill ourselves. All right, this is a news.
Marijuana use confirms that everyone knows you're high and that you'll most likely never stop feeling like this. According to the American Journal of Medicine, you're not making any sense and everyone thinks you're weird.
Everyone can smell the marijuana on your breath and on your clothes. Everyone is laughing at you.
Dr. Philip Blanton of Harvard studied the effects of THC on the brain, concluding that the smell of marijuana smoke will likely stay on your clothes for months, and also that you've been telling the same story for 5 minutes. Additionally, the in-depth report reveals that despite trying to act cool, you're definitely laughing too much and everyone is messing with you.
Your parents know you're high. Your friends know you're high. Strangers on the street know you're high. If you're young and you smoke marijuana, you will probably never be able to find a job. And if you're an adult, you will most likely be fired. If you hear a noise, that's probably the police, and you're probably going to jail.
Well, previous studies suggested that it's all good and that we're all made of the same stuff that makes stars. New research indicates that your brain got broken and you shouldn't have done this. Doctors say the study raises important questions such as, what if that wasn't just marijuana and how are you going to get home?
This is forever. This is the new reality.
Next up, a new poll
This
shows
is
that
forever.
Americans feel the country is on the wrong track and they like it.
That's a good video to show to someone that's like blazed out of their mind.
Oh my god.
And just like act like
it never ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
hilarious.
forever.
You hear that sound? It's probably the cops.
It's just so fucking true. Like,
yeah.
I mean, not that we would know.
No.
Right, yeah.
Neither of us ever do that.
I love this video.
Little 15-second one.
This one, I'm going to do another animal. This one is an owl.
I love the distorted fucking
I was
audio.
gonna say, like, what is that mic he's using?
This one, I'm going to do another
Just
animal.
comes out of nowhere.
This one is an owl.
An owl.
My fucking ears.
I also love this, the head motion side to side.
Right, yeah, because he's an owl, of course.
Yeah, of course, everyone knows that. News kiss.
You're like kissing people on the news.
So fun. This just in. Someone got kissed.
This just
shower or
ends
two tomorrow,
smooching.
but there is a chance of hail in the morning after a low of 8 will reach 13 degrees. So, Pete, the first day of the last month of winter.
And
Sounds
also,
good to me.
it does, but also it's the last time that we'll be working together for a little while because you're off on a break.
Hello.
Yes, Tony. Also, it's the
Look how
last
this
time
man
that we'll be
creeps in. Look at this.
And also,
He's up to. He's
looks at her.
certainly up to no good.
Look, he's
for a
looking.
little while because you're off on a break.
Hello.
Yes, Tony. Giving birth to those twins of yours. We'll all miss you, but of course, everyone in the newsroom sends much love and very best wishes.
Thank you. I'll miss you all too. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, well, I tell you, the Carlton supporters are very excited.
Well, they should be.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes for a joke and absolutely muffs it. I mean, no reaction. I love this. She has no idea what he's talking about.
Everyone in the newsroom sends much love and very best wishes.
Thank you. I'll miss you all
Watch.
too. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, well, I tell you, the Carlton supporters are very excited.
She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know what he said. The Carlton
The
supporters.
accountant, it sounded like. The accountant.
Look at her face.
She's like, yeah.
All right, watch.
Well, they should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good luck, Nick.
Ooh.
Okay, good. This is going well.
You're funny. All right, now, Melbourne, that's what's news this Monday. Enjoy your
And just
evening.
end the news.
Good night.
Bro.
This man.
This man.
Absolutely
Did you see the
wild.
arm cross the...
Yeah.
He just knows he fucked.
Absolutely wildin'. Like, let's just watch that again. Ever since he slides in.
Sounds good to me.
It does, but also
He's
it's
just
the
up to
last
no
time that
fucking
we'll be
good.
It's like, I'm about to do something.
She's pregnant. She's gonna like.
Giving birth to those twins of
She's
yours.
assumably
We'll
married.
miss you, but of course,
Yeah.
everyone in the newsroom
Has a
sends
man.
much love
This
and
man's like,
very
let me
best
just slide in there real quick.
He's scheming. It's brewing over in his head right now.
Supporters are very excited.
Well, they should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that joke landed. Time for a kiss.
Okay, good.
I love.
Okay, it's going well.
I love the kiss was supposed to break the ice, or no, the joke was supposed to break the ice.
Did not
Absolutely
land at all. He's like,
failed.
well, time to go for the kiss.
Do we even want to get into Keemstar versus H3?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can pretty quickly summarize that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go ahead and take that. I mean, I found this
So-
video of Keem being an absolute prick. So
It's shocker. I mean, it's almost like Keem's a fucking total scumbag. Not only used me, Blade.
Yeah.
Bro, that man is such a fucking piece of shit. Oh my god.
Just wait until you see this.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, for those of you that don't know, if you're not up to date on the YouTube drama scene, basically Keem and H3 have been going at it for like at least a couple weeks now, right? Probably like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much H3 like is just calling out Keem for bullshit that he's been doing for God knows how many
Yeah, I was
years.
gonna say shit that people have known about for
Yeah.
fuck knows how long. And the other thing is, it's a whole debate about going over sponsorships and the validity of whether or not it's okay to attack someone's sponsorships. And
Right, because Ethan pretty much said, look at Keem being an absolute prick and a fake newsman.
Yeah.
And he's like, sponsored by G Fuel,
right,
you know, like.
and all of H3's fans went after G Fuel, and so they basically dropped Keem, and then Keem got his fans, even though he said not to do it, which who knows how, if he was just trying to be like reverse psychology, but then H3 got dropped by Old Spice.
And like.
And they were trying
Quip and like
they were
a
going
bunch
for a
of-
Spotify as well, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
I know they were trying to go for Keem's Spotify. But it's been like a whole thing. Keem was like, "Oh, let's fight. Let's have a boxing
Yeah.
match." And like obviously they're old fucking men.
But like Keem like ruined this old guy's life pretty much because
Yeah,
Keem
Tony.
accused Tony of being a child molester.
Yeah. And he was like a World of Warcraft streamer. or
Yeah,
something.
because he said literally the only due diligence he did was he looks like this guy who was
Right,
who actually got convicted.
Right.
And that was it. And then like he was like, "Oh, I was wrong," but then like
Never
kept
like yeah. Like
was
he-
like pretty much like, "Oh, fuck you, you're on your own now."
Right.
Like even though he like told the wrong like news story and got the wrong guy.
This looks like old Keem.
Yeah,
if I'm
this is
taking a
DJ Keem. I didn't know Keemstar was a DJ. This is Keem and Only Use Me Blade.
And for those of you that don't know,
In
Only
a-
Use Me Blade
Yeah?
is
Is that a good
literally
idea?
an alcoholic piece of shit.
He's this guy right here. These are two COD like Bro, to put this into perspective, this is like two 35-year-old men going into a grocery store to like act like teenagers.
Get your own car.
He's just stoic.
Only Use Me Blade looks like he'd beat up his wife for sure.
I mean, again, he literally is like one of the biggest scumbags.
Yeah. Well, you heard about the Woody's gamertag stuff too.
What was it?
Woody's gamertag. So Keem went after his son, who's like literally mentally retarded.
Really?
Yeah. Like, and because there was this video
Such a bad kid.
of like apparently his kid was like looking at his dog's penis, and Keem like reported that he was jerking off the dog. His 8-year-old like autistic son was jerking off his dog, and then Woody went to this asshole, Only Use Me Blade, and was like, "Can you get Keem to like take the fucking story down?" And he's like, "Nah." Keem was like, "Nah, fuck you."
Tell it.
I mean, shocker that, again, these two fucking like,
Yeah,
scumbags
dickheads.
are literally just like horrible.
Calzone? Did you just lick the package?
I love Keem's fit too. He's got the Tarnation shirt on or whatever. He looks like he's out of middle school.
You gotta love who this fucking dipshit is that's like filming as well.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that? This reminds me of another certain individual that we know. I could just totally see him doing this shit in a grocery store.
The Hurley hat, the I don't even know. Oh, Affliction.
You knocked some stuff over.
The Affliction t-shirt, neon green
Bro,
shoes.
the only thing they're missing is the fucking what were those old shoes that the edgiest kids used to wear?
Heelys?
No. It was Converse.
Oh.
They just need some like star Converse shoes and like a monster hat, and they'd be set, dude.
These kids, they look like middle schoolers in like adult bodies.
I was gonna say, you're right. These kids.
Yeah,
they're
these
basically
kids. Yeah.
We gotta pick that up.
We are so getting arrested. Is there pinwheel steaks?
Over in the waters, over this way. Today we're going to go on a dangerous creature that can tear you up.
I forgot the necklace too. He's got the puka necklace or whatever. Making fun of a worker. The worker's probably like half his age.
He also probably has his headphones in.
Yeah.
What? I love Hamburger Helper.
I don't need help.
These 35-year-old men are just like.
I'm gonna do this next time I go into March. I'm just gonna like record everyone and be like,
I just love
to be a fucking asshole.
I just love Only Use Me Blade just walking in like.
Yeah, I know. He literally is just stoic, just fucking. Yes, Keem. Whatever you want, Keem.
I mean, I remember watching his like COD videos, like way back.
Yeah,
when.
I was gonna say like years and years.
Because he would
ago.
only use his blade, like.
Yeah, he would only use his knife.
His
no matter
knife.
what.
Yeah.
But I mean, the man just turned into like such a piece of shit. It's like unreal.
Here's a
Is that
layup.
Charlemagne?
Yeah. This is what layup Joseph Biden said on Breakfast Club.
Let me also just say, Charlemagne is literally just like such a fucking prick. Like I gotta say it. Like anything I've seen.
I don't
of
really
that
know
man,
much about him.
Oh, he's such a fucking douchebag. But continue.
You can't do that to black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for...
I love the smile, like he just absolutely hit. So he pretty much said, if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. If you're a black guy and you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Bro.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to...
Even Charlemagne's like, chill, bro.
Bro, how in the fuck is Biden?
Yeah, he's losing his
He's
mind.
literally has dementia. That man cannot form a full sentence to save his life. Like, how is he a presidential candidate? It's really incredible.
I also love how the Democrats are like, how can we get the black vote? The Breakfast Club. They do it every cycle. They're like, we got to hit the breakfast
They'd be like,
club.
this is our number one.
Remember
source.
when Hillary went on and was like, oh, I always keep hot sauce in my bag.
Yes.
It's like, come on.
Like, wonder what you're trying to do here.
And they're like, no way. Whoa.
I mean, again, the fact that Biden is even a fucking candidate in the first place is so absurd.
This is a senator. She keeps telling this story about what happened with her and Trump.
He sent out a tweet. He made fun of me for talking about climate change in the middle of a blizzard, and he called me Snow Woman. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. Sometimes, if you haven't noticed, you use a little humor. Like when he called me Snow Woman at my announcement in the middle of that thing, I wrote back.
Like Trump acknowledged her once, and it's like she just can't like
It's
move
just
on.
a part of her fucking like speech at this point. So
Right.
Imagine being her presidential or her advisor. You just have to hear that shit and just constantly.
Well, they're
be
probably
this isn't
telling
even
her,
fucking
yeah.
Funny.
Back on Twitter, I'd like to see
He's like,
how
yes,
your
I
hair
use
would
Twitter.
fare in a blizzard. So I wrote
Blizzard.
Hey, Donald Trump. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump. So I wrote back. I tweeted back. The science is on my side. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. Mr. Umbrella Man. Mr. Senator. And he called me Snow Woman.
she had a stroke.
So I wrote back, I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard.
He's like, shut the fuck up.
That's so good.
Was that a Trevor Noah sketch?
I guess so, yeah.
Or an edit?
Yeah, it must have been something from the show.
All right, we're popping through here.
Very epic. Pop my cock.
Probably have like 15 more minutes. What time do you have to work?
3:45.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a guy pretending to be a part of the Marines.
Just a refill of power. Hey, so when did you deploy? What years?
Powerade, right?
Yeah. What years?
Did you have this? Did you have the Powerade?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, so what years did you deploy, dude?
What years did I deploy? I went to boot camp.
You always know someone's a bullshitter when they're trying to avoid like answering a question. Off the rip.
Subject, yeah.
You were or weren't?
I wasn't no Hollywood Marine.
Oh, you're not a Hollywood Marine?
Hell no. Fuck that fucking Paris Island stuff, whatever the hell it's called. But I was there.
Oh, you went to
San
Paris
Diego.
Island?
No, that's Hollywood stuff. I went to San Diego.
I thought San Diego was Hollywood.
No, Hollywood Marines are the other one. San Diego is where the actually.
Why do they call it Hollywood Marines?
Because there's a difference between the location there. Yeah, they're both Marines, both Marine base. But those dudes have their own.
When you get very loose with your movements, you're fucked.
Do shit, you know, oh, I'm from Paris Island, I'm a Marine, oh,
So Paris Island is where Hollywood Marines are?
Hollywood Marines, yeah. San Diego's where the fucking dirty motherfuckers are, West Coast type shit, you know what I mean? So don't fucking be fucking making us do extra shit, you know what I mean? Those motherfuckers at boot camp.
Don't be making us do
all
extra
you
shit.
shit. I'm a badass, but once you're alone, you know what I mean? We'll handle it.
Man.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's like, I'm about to end this man's whole career.
I left the door fixed like you had and I walked back there. Okay, thank you.
Hey, so you were with 3-5?
3-5. Yes, sir.
What was their motto?
Oh, someone got
Trying to avoid.
Yeah. He's like, let me think of a motto in my head while I'm talking to this woman.
Yeah, it's no surprise, but I mean, this is a bad area, so it's not really.
Hey, isn't 3-5 the Magnificent Bastards? Isn't that what they call their battalion? 3-5's motto is Magnificent Bastards, right?
Yes, sir.
I thought it was Dark Horse. I'm pretty sure it's Dark Horse.
Definitely Bastards, Dark Horse?
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was with 5th Marine Regiment, the headquarters in the comm company. Or the Yeah, no, tape orders company. Where did I deploy? Iraq. Yeah.
That's right, man. It was fucking...
Where'd you go to in Afghanistan? Weren't you in Afghanistan?
I was in Afghanistan, then I went to fucking...
Just digging a deeper and deeper hole.
That was something. That's the thing why I'm fucking home. So
Wait, where?
There, dude. Like, it's just.
What about Afghanistan? Where were you at?
I was in the village.
Which village in
The
Afghanistan?
Village by M. Night Shyamalan.
Dude, you were not a Marine.
I don't like talking.
You were not a Marine. You know that?
All right.
You are not a Marine.
Right.
No.
Peace out.
I know you're not a Marine. I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years. No, you weren't. You know why? San Diego is the Hollywood Marines.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
Paris Island is, boy. Check it.
Check it?
Check it, yeah. Check it. Dude, Paris Island, San Diego.
Hey, what's the MOS number? 403 for infantry.
What's the MOS number for infantry?
What is it?
You're trying to battle me, dude.
What's the MOS for infantry?
You're from Paris
What
Island,
is it?
You're from Paris Island?
No, motherfucker. No. You know how I know you're not Paris Island? Because if you're west of the Mississippi, you don't go to Camp Lejeune.
No, you're trying.
Hey, what's the
psychology, dude?
Just give it
You're
up.
a fucking liar.
You're a fucking liar.
And by the way, my girlfriend knows your brother.
Good.
And she talked to him. You were not a Marine. You are a fucking lying piece of shit. That's why you're laughing.
Okay.
3-5 is Dark Horse, not that Magnificent Bastards. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
that's
show me your VA card.
Okay, sure. Ooh, there it is. What?
Oh.
You're a liar.
Yeah. Woo.
You're a wannabe.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
How old are you?
How old are you?
29.
29.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Fucking lying sack of shit. So you said you got...
It's so cringy,
when you were
dude.
17.
That's literally...
Got out when you were 23, and you said you got out in 2012.
That's literally every kid on Xbox playing Call of Duty. Be like, yeah, I was in the Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, I got Purple Heart. Yeah, I killed a bunch of people over there.
That's tough. That was a tough one. Like, to be that immature and to still, like, dig yourself into a deeper and
Also,
deeper
if
hole.
you probably looked at that man that was recording the video, he was probably, like, built and, like, was ready to, like, kick that man's ass. Like,
yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm a wannabe.
Go to Fiverr.com and find
yeah,
one
like,
in
why
size.
impersonate or try to pretend like you're a fucking, like, no shit, someone that
Because
actually knows.
he lives a sorry-ass fucking life.
Well,
He's
yeah.
working at a goddamn gas station.
I know, but, like, you have someone come in and asking you all these questions.
Yeah.
Like,
You
no
should
shit.
know. You should put two and two together.
Yeah. You're about to get your ass just absolutely blasted, bro.
Look at this guy introducing Drake.
Oh man, it's got to that all-important time of the show. Once again, my favorite part of the show. Who that? Fire in the booth. And tonight, I can't lie, tonight feels very, very special. Tonight feels like a real moment. A history
Overusing the fucking soundboard.
people will talk about, even when we're not here no more. Tonight I'm joined in the studio in the booth. But I kid you not. The biggest rap
Keeps going.
Drake's like, yo, turn that fucking shit off, bro.
I like that intro.
Real life, Drizzy, you know what it is. Come on, son.
I like that. I like that.
I like that.
You're foaming people's neck out here, bro. I never breathe a little piece, my guy.
Nah, man
He's
brought me
just
the
fucking-
Prosecco in a paper cup. You know what time it is.
The paper cup. The paper cup, man. Drake sounds
I just want-
Jamaican sometimes.
I want Drake to be talking, him just keep pressing the button.
Why does Drake sound Jamaican
It's
sometimes?
because it's because that man.
Listen.
Nah, man brought me the Prosecco in a paper cup. You know what time it is.
The paper cup, man.
No, you know Drake like is like a wannabe fucking Jamaican, bro.
Really?
He's been doing that shit for so many years.
I don't think I've ever seen a wannabe Jamaican.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that's... Man,
That's sound effect,
soundboard
bro.
game just going absolutely mental.
You should be doing that more.
Yeah,
Just
just
spamming.
in my DJ streams, just fucking...
just every single time.
Just a soundboard, like a siren or whatever.
See, that
every
was basically
second.
the same as like any other DJ, except it wasn't the air horns.
Right, yeah, the air horns are like...
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time that I saw my 4-year-old daughter's bowel movement in the toilet. And it literally scared me. She wasn't more than 45
Scared?
pounds, but her bowel movement was about as thick as my wrist and about as long as her arm. And I thought, oh my God, how I got scared. I was going to call my wife. I thought, how could something that big come out of something, a little child that small? And I thought, you know, I'm 6 feet tall and I weigh 190 pounds, and by proportion to my size compared to hers, my bowel movements were very inadequate, to say the least.
I don't even know what that was.
Let's just compare bowel movements of my 4-year-old to myself. As you do.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is.
It's like an hour and 16.
Yeah. We're going to watch an hour and 16 movie. Oh, this is a debate school or whatever. Like, look at how they debate this. This is crazy. We're going to watch the whole video.
Okay. Buckle in.
I love when they take their breaths.
How long does she go?
They like switch off. Sound like he's about to come. Why do you sound like he's about to come?
He literally just bust the fucking nut. Bro, he's busting. I'm gonna bust.
I'm gonna bust. We gotta clip that sound and like put that on the soundboard.
There's coming out of my dick.
Jeez. He's probably coming from seeing her. Hers is pretty normal. Compared to the others, hers is fairly normal. Oh boy.
Terminal failure, and they say that suffering is bad, but their suffering evidence is born unwarranted. Really says that there's some varying levels of suffering, not, or even suffering is inevitable.
How can you even have a debate? I just don't understand this.
What is the fucking point? Is this like training to be a like an auctioneer? Like, why the fuck are they talking so fast?
This is silly. If we got center racism, it's good for the 9 minutes. The one is they could just impact her, which is the check. I gotta say, these kind of morally reprehensible.
My God, it's like
they have speech.
Can you imagine? Bro, that video? If you were like forced to watch that, that would drive you insane.
God, yeah, I would literally go fucking insane. And you just become
just fucking loses his mind. Eventually, you start doing it. I'm
gonna go to work today just talking like that. Oh, what would you like on your pizza?
The people are like, "Sir, are you coming on the pizzas?"
Yeah, I'd be like, excuse me.
We'll end on this. This is pretty wild.
I'm doing very well, sir.
Okay. Is there a reason why you're videotaping?
Because I have the right to.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I'll come talk to you then.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Are you just shopping? You just walking by? Or?
I was just gonna do grocery shopping, and then after that, I see. Excuse me, could you guys give me my personal
I'm just
space?
talking to you. I mean, like you're videotaping, so I can't engage in conversation.
It's a public place.
If you want
Right.
to videotape, I can come talk to you, right?
Right,
I don't
right.
want to ask you for any information.
I was just I was just getting a haircut, and I decided to do some groceries.
Okay.
And as I was walking, I just basically seen how these young
You
men
seen
were
him
being
being
accosted.
investigated for smoking marijuana? Is that correct?
I really have no
There,
idea,
though.
but I have the right.
Don't
I
assume
have.
to know
I do
if you
have
don't
the
know.
right. I do have the right to record, though.
Right.
Yes.
That's fine.
It's so close.
What you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You should also know what you're doing.
So this is what happens now, right?
What's happening?
What's happening?
You're
That's okay.
videotaping
That's
police officers
fine.
doing work. That's fine.
Okay.
You have no idea what's going on.
My palm print?
I have the right to record, though.
Yeah, that's right. You record.
Okay.
So stupid.
Yep. That's cool.
So where'd you get your haircut? Where'd you get your haircut?
Well, am I being detained or am I under
No, I
arrest?
was actually thinking of getting my own haircut.
I just don't want to answer any questions.
Oh, okay. Why? I mean, there's a good barber around here.
It's just because I have the right.
They're both like turning into comedians, like trying to make it a funny video.
Okay, absolutely.
We can talk to people too.
Right, right?
Yeah. We can talk to people too.
Okay,
real
absolutely.
loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just to let you know, they're being investigated for marijuana, right? So what else do you need to know?
I love that they're so proud of
there
that. They're
anything
being
else I can
investigated for
Be like,
marijuana.
We found someone that was smoking weed. We're the best cops
Look at
ever.
this.
I know this is gonna look good on World Star.
I'm not putting it on Will Star.
Look at him vibe with it. He's fucking.
So cringy.
But I do have the right to record, obviously. So you're showing me that I do have the right to record.
You can do whatever you want.
And if I'm going to be recording,
record.
that's probably what it is.
You can record.
Okay.
Right? You're in public, right?
Yep.
No reasonable expectation to privacy.
Exactly. Mhm.
Exactly. So I'm just letting you know I can be standing here too.
Okay.
Right.
That's good.
You should clean your lens though, man.
Why are they so like shady about it? You know, it's like the whole thing looks shady. This is in Toronto. Looks like he's about to kiss the fucking camera.
Sliding in on your girl.
Yeah, that's right, man. You didn't know I had some moves, eh? You didn't think I had some moves. That's right.
Toronto police, come get your man.
You know we deal with
like,
people like
Jesus
this all
Christ.
the time.
Like suck his cock already, Jesus.
What you think's going on anyway?
That's not true at all. I'm about the truth. I'm not a regular person.
Okay, so after you're finished recording, what are you going to find out next? What's
I'm not
recording
going to
help
find
you?
out anything.
No, but you want to know. You want to make sure they're not being accosted or anything like that. You need to know the facts of what's actually going on. What if this was a medical complaint and this guy needed help? Here,
What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Right, I want to put it to you this way, right? Yeah, you're getting the video. I want to put it to you this way.
The thing,
like what?
The other thing I don't understand is like, if you're a fucking police officer and you're that vain about people fucking recording you,
yeah,
like who fucking cares,
Right.
bro? What kind of sketchy, shady shit?
And if
are
you're
you
not
doing?
doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have any issue with it.
They're like, oh, we gotta prove how big our cocks are and sit in front of the video.
Make ourselves look like asses.
It's like, bro, like no one
Yeah.
thinks you're putting up a fucking like you said, a stand-up routine,
Right.
Like you're a fucking cop. Just do your fucking job.
All right, that's all we got this week, though.
Epic
We're back.
return.
We're back.
We're back and better than ever. Corona didn't kill us, so we're
Nah,
fucking
yeah.
here.
You just go MIA.
You don't hear us. That's why.
Yeah, Corona got us. All right, we'll be back next week, and hopefully our wife will.
Never gonna return.